Hi, so this is a brief explanation about how to use this section of Exploring Plate Boundaries. This is an elevation profile web app, and you can use it to look at different tectonic boundaries around the world and see if they have any implications or impacts on the way the land is shaped. You can use this, click on the map opposite. If you click on the link, it opens it directly, and you can have it larger on your screen. All you do to use it is click on the ruler, pick on a location, let's say around the Indian plate here, central Indian plate into the Philippine plate here. Double click when you've finished. You can do multiple points if you want to create different paths, and then see the effect. Now, something strange happening here. I can see that it's very, very flat along here, the landscape. This is actually under the sea. I can see 0 here is sea level, just over here. And as I move along, I can see that this is under the sea, as I would expect from the map, as you can see this under the sea. But the plate is very low and flat here, creating an ocean, and then suddenly it goes up. And where it goes up, if I'm hovering along, you can see this cross on the between the 2 points I marked above, moving along, corresponding with where I am in this profile. So you can see here it's moving up right where this plate boundary is here. So something strange is happening here. You can see it has had an impact. It's changed the shape of the land very dramatically, and after that it rises up and is much higher. So the question to think about is, well, what is the difference? What's happening here? What do we understand, or what do we know, or what do we think is happening to this section of the crust? Why is it like this? Why could it be different to this? What could be the reason, and what might be happening when they're coming together? So by clicking on the map in different sections, you can explore this kind of relationship. Let's click on another area, one part here in the Atlantic Ocean to another part of the Atlantic Ocean. You double click on the second or third point, whatever you want to do when you're finished. I want to create the profile, and here I can see a very different shape here. I can see I'm all under the ocean throughout this section. All these numbers are minus, as you can see, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 meters deep and so on. So I'm under the sea here, but in the Atlantic. But what I can see strange is this sort of mountain range seems to appear here, gets much higher, where it's only sort of 3,000 meter deep, as it were, compared to here when it's 5,000 meter deep. And if I move along, as you can see here, looking at the cross, I'm at the highest point, this central section, right in the highest point of this profile, so the highest sort of mountains under the sea. So again, the question is, what's happening here? Why is it like this on either side? It's kind of like a mirror image. So what's going on around here? Why does it rise up in the middle here? What's happening at this plate boundary? What could be causing it? What kind of processes could be at work? So that's how you use this. You can use it for anywhere in the world. You don't just have to look at plate boundaries. You can look at anything in the world by doing these clicks. But if I click on the ruler again, then I've got the ability to click on an area in the world and get an elevation profile. And of course, when I'm zoomed out like this, obviously I'm sort of getting huge distances. I can zoom in to the map and do much smaller areas to investigate things in much more detail and see what's going on. So again, something interesting, something strange going on here, which seems to correspond with this plate boundary between the Indian and Indochina plate. Well, why is that, and what's going on? So there's your challenge. That's something to think about. That's how you use this app, and hopefully give you a lot to think about when you're looking at plate tectonics.